The irony of this video is that the past 2 to 3 weeks have been crazy town. Kids not listening, kids not doing what they're supposed to be doing, kids doing whatever they want, kids talking back, kids cursing, kids... But I still hold true to what I'm about to share, because I think those students are the outliers. I think the majority have been in line doing what I need them to do and on point. So I have this new idea, and the new idea is to make these short tip videos for teachers that are just starting out. Real quick tip videos on things I wish I knew when I started teaching a long time ago in the galaxy. Actually, it was the same galaxy, but in this state, the state wasn't even far away. New Jersey and Pennsylvania connected. Cephas is back here sneezing at the back desk.
The allergy sucks.
Sounds like a panda bear sneezing. You're like Kung Fu Panda.
Everybody loves Kung Fu fighting.
Nope, not all of them. So here are a few quick tips on how to start your class so there's no nonsense in the beginning of it. Number 1, be present at the beginning of class. What I mean by that is maybe you're at your door shaking hands. Maybe you're just in the front of your room saying hello. Maybe you come in late because you have a cart or you're changing classrooms. But when you get there, let everyone know that you see them. Start saying hi to people. Start saying what's up. Start being a part of what's going on in the room, asking kids questions about themselves, and not just getting ready. When kids don't think they're being acknowledged, they think they can get away with stuff. And so just simply acknowledging students gets you pretty far. I've said this 100 times before, but I greet kids at my door every day. I stand there, I shake everyone's hand as they come in. And I get that not everyone can do that, but I think, the good in that is that I am acknowledging students, creating contact, looking in their eye, saying what's up. It gives them the idea or the sense that I know that they're there. 2, consistency. Every single day, somebody comes in my room, I shake their hand at the door, they come in, they know exactly where to look for work. Back here, it's not on right now because if it was on, it does this weird flickery thing because I have the camera on. But I use a Promethean board. I used to just use my whiteboard and have the projector come down on there, or I used to also just write things on my board. But every day, I write on the board or have up on the board exactly what you're supposed to be doing. What is the pre-class? What is the journal entry? What do you need out on your desk? What are the things that we're doing today? This does a couple of things. 1, it stops kids from asking 97 different questions. Like, what are we doing today? How long does this take? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Like, it nips all that stuff. It also lets kids know what they need to do pre-class. And pre-class means just that, before class. So you're talking, you're wrapping up with your friends, whatever you're doing, but that gives you that sort of time to talk with your friends, but also get out what I need to see on your desk. Now, quick tip, if class starts and your stuff's not out and you're not ready, the train's moving on. I'm not waiting for you if you were screwing around. Now, if you can't find it, if it's lost in your bag, because some kids' bags look like, I don't know, that closet from Uncle Buck, I can wait for those dudes. But largely, if you're just screwing around or if you're late to class, like the train's moving and I'm not waiting for you.
Wait, what's Uncle Buck?
Uncle Buck is a great movie with John Goodman, where this uncle who's like doesn't have his life together comes and watches the kids. He makes a giant pancake, and it's awesome. And he beats a kid up with a drill. But going back to the consistency piece, it's having that up on the wall every single day so that the kids know exactly where to look, exactly what to expect, and all that good stuff. Numero tres, I put time limits on everything we do in the beginning of class. So if the pre-class is a journal entry, I would typically say you have 5 minutes to write this journal entry. Now look, I do set a timer. I just tell Siri to set a timer for 5 minutes. But what that's mostly used for is just, for one, to keep me in check, because sometimes 5 minutes, 10 minutes can feel like 5 minutes, and sometimes 2 minutes can feel like 5 minutes. So it keeps me in check as of what is real time. It also gives me a countdown so kids that aren't on point, kids that are coming in late, kids that are screwing around, kids that are talking to someone else know that in 5 minutes, the train's gonna move again, right? So like you need to get up, caught up on what's going on. Now, if everyone in class is actually doing what they're supposed to, and I see that the writing piece is going a little bit long, it's cool to let that move. It's really to just help kids get started, because once they usually get started writing something, then that flow can kind of kick in and they just keep going. But if they don't, if that flow is not there, then when that bell goes off, we're moving on. Number 4, this sounds like a total preschool move, but I find counting down really, really helps. So if students aren't listening to me, I go, yo, I need your attention on me in 4, 3, 2, and I get compliance every single time. And that's important. Look, I'm not interested in being in control because I need to be, the major power in the classroom. I'm interested in attention because it shows respect, because other people can't hear. I'm interested in you paying attention because I want you to learn, and if you don't know the directions or what we're doing, you're not going to learn. That's why I need quiet in the class, not because I need to be like the power master of the universe or something in there. 5, I think making your content as relevant as possible and telling kids why they're doing something. So if you're writing down vocab words on Monday and you're writing them on a note card, I always tell the kids, this is why we do note cards, so you can test yourself. The closer you can get to mimicking whatever sort of assessment you're getting, the better you're going to do. These cards will be used again tomorrow when we review for this stuff. And then on Friday, there will be an assessment on this. And you want to do well because you don't want to put the ass in assessment. So you're explaining the reason. It's not just like I study a different way or I learn a different way or can I do that. Like if you want to have those conversations with students, like some kids like to use like Quizlet or something like that instead of note cards, that's fine. But you need to understand why we're doing what we're doing. It's not just to make up time or to give you worksheets or something like that. And even if you do use worksheets, if you have a study guide, like you have comprehension questions for the reading that you're doing, breaking it down to kids like, look, being able to read something, great. That's one skill. Being able to pull information from a text is another skill, and you need to know that. So I try to break down everything I do, whether that's why we read, which is like the super most important thing I think you can learn how to do in high school or in school in general. Because literally, I tell my guys, you could literally drop out of school right now, get a crack addiction, end up in prison until you're 30. But if you can read, you can reinvent yourself. If you can't read, you're going to have a harder time doing that. I'm not clearly advocating for crack addiction in prison, but I'm just saying like that's why it's important, because reading gives you the ability to teach yourself any number of things over your life. And it allows you to communicate who you are and what you think and feel in written form. Well, actually, that would be writing, not reading, but same sort of thing. So that's it. This is a quick video. If you have suggestions on how you start class, could you leave those below? Because what I'd like to do here is like have something that teachers can look at if you're a first year teacher or you're just starting out, which I guess would be the same thing as a first year teacher. You can check below and see other ways, because really a lot of this is based on your personality type. I have other teachers I know that do a number of different things to start class, but this is how I kind of get down in my class. And that's it, everyone. Peace.